Number one,
Sure.
Wall Street Journal reports secret recordings of a suspect who was involved in your research. Who was that suspect, Peter?
I don't actually know who that suspect was. What I'll tell you, Bill, is that, look, there are 4 trustee members of the Clinton Foundation that have been subject to either prosecution or have been convicted of financial crimes. So there are multiple possibilities, but I don't know who that individual is.
Okay, why would they come up in your research as it pertains to what involving the Clintons?
Well, what really happened is the book came out last year. The FBI, it was described to me, saw this as a roadmap to how this corruption was taking place. But, like any roadmap, it doesn't have a lot of detail. You follow down a road, but you don't know what the road looks like. You don't know what stores are on the side of the road. And that's what they've gone about to do. So as much as I'd like to say the book is the entire case, that is not the case. That's certainly how the Clinton team is going to represent it. But they have done a lot of legwork, as you would expect the FBI to do, and this is a high priority for them.
You were interviewed multiple times by the FBI, correct?
That's correct.
Put a number on that. How many?
I don't want to say that. What I can tell you is my last contact was the end of February. So, again, the contention that this is somehow the FBI going rogue based on a book, they are doing a lot of other stuff. The book, I think, was just the roadmap, but I'd rather not go into detail.
For how
beyond that.
long? When did this investigation start within the FBI?
It started literally a week or 2 after the book was released.
Okay, so that was May of 2015, correct? So
That's correct.
That was last summer. Now, some of these agents believe that interview was hearsay. Could it have been?
Yeah. Well, I think the prosecutors believe that it was. I don't think the agents do. What you have here is divide between the field agents, particularly the white-collar criminal division of the FBI, and career prosecutors at the Department of Justice. So they're having this dispute about the evidence. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how to interpret that, but there is more. It's not just this recording and this book. The agents haven't been reading the book for 16 months and have one recording. There's a lot more information. So this is not going to go away. It's not going to begin and end with this book and with recording. There's going to be more, I think, that's going to come out.
To our viewers who have not read your book and are not familiar with the work, did you prove pay for play?
I think we showed a pattern of behavior, just like with insider trading on the stock market, that you either have to look and see that this pattern of money and favors being done is this statistically impossible set of coincidences, or the events are connected. What agents need to do, and of course what prosecutors need to do, is fill in those gaps, fill in the detail on this roadmap, as it were, and that's what they've gone about doing over these last 16 months or so.
Clinton Foundation denies any wrongdoing. Do you think you established a pattern or not, Peter?
I think I established a pattern that required investigation, which is what the FBI is doing. The problem is, frankly, they are being denied tools by the Department of Justice. They've interviewed lots of people, so for the Clinton Foundation to say they don't know of any investigation is just flat out wrong. There have been a lot of interviews conducted. What Department of Justice prosecutors are not giving them is subpoena power, which I think is crucial in this, in proving this kind of case.
Okay, now you would concede the disagreements are typical, right? People look at evidence in different ways. But what you are saying is that the Justice Department tried or has tried to stop this investigation on behalf of the FBI.
Yeah, there's been wide reporting on this. Brett Baird did that yesterday, the Wall Street Journal yesterday, others. It's very, very clear. And here's the problem. This is a Department of Justice that has been politicized. I don't think anybody can dispute that. And so this is crying out for an independent investigator. When you've got the Department of Justice, the Attorney General meeting with Bill Clinton, who at the time is the subject, through his foundation, of a federal investigation. And then you have, of course, now these leaks from this other Department of Justice official to John Podesta. I mean, it reeks of the fact that there's political favoritism at the Department of Justice, and you just can't have confidence in the investigation. That's why it's incumbent upon them not just to avoid conflicts of interest, but to avoid the appearance of conflicts of interest, and they have certainly not done that.